Good morning, students. Welcome to your English language class. Today we will learn direct and indirect speech. Okay. There are two ways of editing what a person has said. Direct or indirect. We are using talking now. Directly somebody is speaking and whatever somebody has told, that will be told by someone to somebody else. That is your indirect. Okay. So what is the direct speech? In direct speech, we quote the actual words of the speaker. Okay. What is indirect speech? In indirect speech, we give the exact meaning of a remark or a speech without necessarily using the speaker's words. Did you clear now? So in changing the direct speech into indirect speech, certain changes are made. What we have to do? The basic things we have to remember. What is that? The conjunction that is used before the indirect statement. We have to use that. Very important when we are changing from direct to indirect. Then the pronoun changes. If it is given I means she, ya, he, ya, him, her, like this, we have to change. Tense also will change according in verb. Then the adverb also will change. That is in place and time. If it is given now means then, like this only it has to be changed. See the example. Something more important you have to remember. What is that? Reporting verb and reported speech. Until and unless you know about these two in sentence, you cannot change anything else. Okay. So let you see the example. Anil said, I am going. Are you seeing? Punctuations are very important in your direct and indirect speech. How we can know? That your reporting verb is known as yours, whatever that speaker is speaking, that is reporting verb. Are you seeing? I am going. Whatever he is doing, that is known as your reported speech. He is speaking about. It is known as your reported speech. These two are very important. Along that, after your reporting verb, there is one comma. Are you seeing no? Then inverted comma starts. I am going. Then full stop. After that, your inverted ends. I think so all of you got it. Reporting verb and reported speech. So don't forget about your punctuations. It is very important in your direct speech. According to tenses, how many types of tenses we are learning? Already we learnt 3 types of main tenses. Those are your present, past, future. Again each divided into 4 types, isn't it? So one is your simple present, indefinite, then your present continuous, then yours perfect, then perfect continuous, present, past, future, same only. So let me see according to tense how the direct indirect speeches changes. Okay. Rule 1. After a reporting verb in a present or future tense, the tense of the verb in the reporting speech does not change. If your reporting verb, I told you what is the reporting verb and what is the reported speech. Did you remember now? Here it is reporting speech. What is that reporting speech and reported verb? Are you seeing now reporting verb? What it is given? He says, I am clever. What it is given? He says that you should use the conjunction. Did you remember? I told you main things we have to remember. Conjunction that is used before that statement. So he says that. Says belong to your simple present. So when it is your present, your future tense, then there is no change in the second sentence except your pronoun. So he says that I am clever means he says that he is clever. There is no change at all. Instead of I we have used am. Instead of he we have to use is. Okay. So the same you see once it is your simple present. It is yours. The teacher will say it is your simple future, isn't it? The teacher will say the boy was clever. It is your direct speech. That indirect speech, what we have to do? The same thing we have to mention, only we have to write that. The teacher will say that the boy was clever. Are you getting? I think so all of you got it. So next you see this. Rule 2. After a reporting verb in a past tense, the tense of the actual statement also goes into the past, usually one tense back. The tense changes are as follows. Simple present becomes simple past. Always you remember certain rules we have to get by heart. Otherwise we will forget. So listen. Simple present becomes simple past when we are changing this. certain changes are also needed. In short, we should change the verb as per the given nouns. What are the nouns are given? You see, just shall will change into should, will change into would, may into might, can into could, come into came. All of you know simple present, it is simple past. Is coming, was coming, continuous, has come into had come, it is yours perfect. Has been coming into had been coming, it is yours perfect continuous. Isn't it? Example, you see what it is given, simple present becomes simple past. So you see, he said, I write a letter. Okay, this is your direct speech. What is this? Then indirect speech, what it is given? He said that instead of he pronoun, what we have to, he means he is saying himself. So I, so you have to change the same he pronoun. He write instead of, I told already, simple present changes into past. So simple present past is yours wrote. So he wrote a letter. Is that clear? Next rule is yours. Present continuous becomes past continuous. Listen, he said, I am writing a letter. So what is that? In your indirect speech, he said that instead of he, you can write he, I. Instead of I, you have to write the he only pronoun, isn't it? So he said that he was writing a letter. Instead of am, we have to use was, isn't it? He was, he is the third person singular. So he was, though it is past tense. The said verb is past tense, so we have to use here past tense. Present continuous, it is just I am writing. Past continuous, was writing. Is that clear? Next yours comes present perfect and simple past become past perfect. How it is you say first? It is first it is given present perfect. He said, I have written a letter. Same sentence only I am using, but in different forms. Are you seeing? I think so. I have written a letter. It is belong to your present perfect. I have written. Then V3 form, isn't it? V3 form of the verb. So he said that we should not forget that he had written a letter. One more thing you remember, children, when you are changing from direct to indirect, that time you have to omit the punctuations. Okay, that I forgot to tell at first. So remember that when you are changing from direct to indirect, punctuation should be omitted. But in direct speech, punctuations are very important. Okay. Next you say this is belong to yours. Which one? Perfect. But here it is given past tense. You say he said, I went to school yesterday. So he said that he had gone to school the previous day. Yesterday will change into the previous day. Is that clear? Now present perfect continuous become past perfect continuous. Becomes, okay. Present perfect continuous becomes past perfect continuous. He said, I have been writing a letter. So what is that yours? I have been writing. It is yours perfect continuous, present perfect continuous. That is what the past perfect continuous. He said that he had been writing a letter. Are you understanding now? So it is just had been means what? Had been is past perfect, isn't it? So it has been changed. So let me see this here. Future becomes conditional. Conditional sentence already you learnt. Recently I taught you. You might have remembered. All the models should be used. So this you see. He said, I shall play tennis next year. Then indirect speech, what we have to use? He said that he, instead of I, we have to use that your he pronoun. So when we are using he, if I means shall, he means will, isn't it? So will change into already would. I told you in your nouns. So it is yours. He said that he would play tennis the following year. Next year will change into the following year. Okay. So in the next, future perfect becomes conditional perfect. How it is yours? You see the direct speech. He said, I shall have written a letter. Then in indirect speech, he said that he would have written a letter. All of you get by heart all the rules and regulations. Then it will be easy for you to convert from direct speech to indirect speech. Thank you.